Alright, what going YouTube? Don't know such a boy Jennifer Whitey and that's Segi 24. Mama always do some weird shit dog. Like me just there a record and then I just do some weird shit. Crazy. Anyways, today will be a spooky scary Sunday. Ah boy, I mean spook Sundays. I don't really want to sound like a copy Corey Kenshin, but me just like I even get the idea from, but for more name Spooky Scary Sunday. My name Spooks Sundays.
Boo! You suck!
Alright, anyways, a broad daylight, which means me not gonna really get scared. It can still creep me out, but me not really get scared. You see me, the reason why I don't do it in a night is because when at night time, enough people living in my house, so like I have to take in consideration, say yo, them a try sleep. Some as much as them gone now, some of them gonna squeeze in a little video and get it out there. You see me? Out there. I met Psychopath on Tinder. Reddit horror story animated. Bah.
I made the dumbest, most detrimental decision of my life last year.
Fuck me. Brother, if I was a girl, they get my wet dog. I don't really understand. I feel like say them use the rough voice for really sync and set the mood. But sometimes it can be like a girl, but I still a man voice I play over it. So it kinda weird. Cause I be like, if it's a girl I tell a story, why you just use a girl voice and done? But you see me?
I'm a female and at the time was 16 with very low self-esteem. I admit, it was a rough year for me last year and I craved attention badly. I didn't have a legitimate father figure growing up and was in a constant power struggle with my mother. This initiated me lashing out and, well, doing incredibly stupid shit. The worst of my decisions came during Christmas break. I had just ended my time as a waitress at a local diner and was confined to my room for several days after being grounded. Well, technically I was grounded from leaving my house, but staying in my room was my choice. I would entertain myself with social media, Twitter mainly, but I would also use dating sites to ease the boredom.
See, like, bro, can these chickens shut the fuck up? I'm trying to do a video. My bad. As me I say. So you want to ease the boredom and you go up on a dating site? No. I don't really go up on a dating site. I don't really go up on dating sites to be honest. I'm not gonna say she will be like me, but that's weird. Like you want not be bored, so you go up on a dating site. You know how much creeps step on dating sites? People who want chuck you using Snapchat maps and come in here and look on you through your window and them thing there. Like niggas thirsty like that. You a pretty ass girl and you use a dating site, niggas will like fly to your country just for like peep on you through your window, take you away, plan all sort of fuckery and them thing there. Don't fuck with dating sites, bro. Even if you know say your friend get a boyfriend or a girlfriend off a dating site, that not mean you can be lucky as them. Cause somebody might just pull up on your window. A fucking ass, brother. Yo, man, I know why I say fuck. Mommy, girl, fucking a puss. Let's get to the video.
Tinder was definitely the most fun. I admit I lied about my age so that I could use the app, but I clarified that I was only 16 in the bio section. I was extremely picky, swiping right on only about 1 out of every 20 guys. I didn't give the ones I chose much thought. Some of them messaged me and some didn't. I had a lot of short-lived, senseless conversations that led to nothing. That was until I met this man named Zach. He messaged me a cheesy pickup line and we flirted back and forth for a while. Eventually, he asked for my number and of course I didn't hesitate. I gave it to him and we texted that entire night. The conversation was casual.
You are beautiful woman, very much. What are you, what are your hobbies? Yo, first of all, the writing's crack. And second of all, you're supposed to know same dance. You are beautiful woman very much. Yo, the girl don't have no standards. But let me for sound disrespectful, but you don't have no standards. You're fat. Hashtag thoughts lives matter.
He had trouble spelling out words and his grammar was horrendous, but
and say you are beautiful woman very much. I mean, you know what, he might try. He might try. Or maybe just act down to see how she react.
honestly I found it kinda cute. It was around 3 a.m. when I decided to pass out, leaving him and everyone else I was communicating with hanging. Being that it was super late, I figured they would understand and know that I had fallen asleep. This was not the case. When I woke up that morning, around 11 a.m., I had 12 missed calls, 3 or 4 voicemails, and 10 or so text messages, all from Zach. He seemed like a decent, mild-mannered man when texting, but this was not the case when I read his messages and listened to his voicemails. I had never in my life heard or read such disgusting, threatening language, and it came out of nowhere. He said a lot of things, but I'll share the worst of it with you. The last message he sent me read as follows. Okay,
cunt. No, yeah.
Okay, cunt. Since you want to ignore the,
Jesus Christ.
since you want to ignore me like a bitch, then I will treat you like one. When I see you, I will show you how much I hate being ignored. Exclamation mark by times 50 million, you thought.
Alright, I feel like I'm getting a way in a character too much.
Okay, cunt, since you want to ignore me like a bitch, then I'll treat you like one. When I see you, I'll show you how much I hate being ignored. Have you ever had a broken jaw? It hurts.
Well, you did.
Ever had a broken jaw? It hurts. And I can't wait to shove myself in your bloody mouth. Yeah, vile shit, man. Excuse the spelling and grammar of the screenshot. Like I said, he was really bad at those things. I immediately blocked him and didn't even bother texting back. I deleted the messages and voicemails and just tried to forget the whole thing. I didn't tell anyone, especially not my mother. I would have for sure had my phone taken away. 2 days passed and nothing had changed. I was still locked away in the house, being a bed bum in my room. It was late, everyone was asleep, and I was once again bored out of my mind. I was thinking about the whole Zach ordeal when suddenly I had an oh shit moment. I had blocked him from everything besides the very place I met him, Tinder. I had notifications for that app turned off, so I had completely forgotten about it. I logged back on, and sure enough, it was riddled with messages from Zach. I wasn't even going to open them, but the first several words from the thread caught my eye. He was talking about how he knew where I lived and that he was standing outside.
I know where you live.
Bitch.
That one they take a tour from my voice. I am here. You see? What me tell you? Do not make no app access your map. Cause if the app can, then other people can. I don't know what that mean. People can jump your one brother. Yo, I don't know why I keep on say fucking sound gay as fuck, brother, but
That he was standing outside my house. He even mentioned the house being 2 stories. This could have been a good guess. I mean, a lot of houses are 2 stories, but what shook me at my core and sunk my stomach was his location. When I first matched him, he was 30 or so miles away. But now it said he was less than a mile away. I lost my shit and quickly deleted him and my Tinder account immediately. I regret this now because I didn't think to screenshot it for evidence or whatever. I was still too stupid and scared to tell anyone. I spent that entire night peeking out of my window and even let one of our outside blue healers sleep in my room. I was scared to the point of nausea. I stayed awake until dawn, so I slept until around 3 p.m. When I went downstairs, my mother had spine-chilling news for me. She told me that a man came to the door asking for me and said that he knew me from church. I didn't even attend church at the time. My mother, thank God, very smartly told him that he had the wrong house, and then contacted the police and gave a description. She didn't bother waking me because she thought, and still thinks, that the man was just a random creeper, and that I had no knowledge of him. She said that he asked for her daughter, rather than saying my name. If it was indeed Zach, I had no idea and still have no idea how he found me. It was the longest month of my life before I moved to live with my older sister. The only vague possible sign of Zach that I saw was an old junky green car that often drove down our street. It most likely wasn't him, but my nerves told me otherwise. This whole situation still gives me nightmare fuel, and I haven't used Tinder since. To all you girls out there, and even guys, please be careful when using social media apps and speaking with strangers. You never truly know who you're talking to.
No shit, bro. That was really weird. When I got tell a lie, the last part of it, when like our mother come and our mother tell her about the man, that it have my heart a race. That's why you see me come to the whole time. But other from that, it is scary. It did give me a good thrill. You see me? On to the next one. Alright, so that one named True Bugs Bunny Horror Story Animated. This is from Horror Shorts Party. And yeah, let's get into the video.
Moving out of my parents' house and becoming independent forced me to live a more mature lifestyle, as adulthood settled in at a fairly young age. Considering this story occurred in the mid-2000s, finding a companion was a lot more difficult than today's modern day, as the lack of apps such as Tinder was non-existent at the time. I felt like I'd completely lost my social skills due to my odd obsession with gore videos. I had been completely hooked with such content since my high school days, as the exhilarating thrill always satisfied my adrenaline junkie cravings. No matter how many females I would approach throughout the months, it would always seem like they had a radar for my nervous demeanor and odd interests. I remember one Friday shift, one of my coworkers recommended that I check out this local gentleman's club that hosted fairly decent-looking girls. Bro, I don't want to go somewhere that's rated 2 stars. Well, if you ever want your engine running again, then you better take it for a test drive.
Yo, that's one of the baddest pick-up line them ever hear in my life. I might just use it against one of my friends them. Who knows?
In English, please? Dude, if you ever want to gain your confidence back, then it's best that you go out and meet hot chicks there. I guess, but I don't... Dude, don't worry. You'll get your money's worth. A couple hours later, the evening had finally settled in, and it was time to hit up that gentleman's club that my coworker insisted I check out. I remember wisely taking a cab, just because I knew the state I was going to be in from all the drinks I planned on hammering down there. As I settled into the premises, I remember chugging at least several beers while casually surveying my surroundings, or should I say, the array of beautiful women around me. So mesmerizing. Okay, must not simp. I can recall spending the remainder of the wad of cash I brought with me on the various dancers that caught my eye. Let's just say I got my money's worth, just as my coworker had predicted. I eventually headed out and remembered trying to flag down a nearby taxi when I noticed an attractive female sitting curbside by herself. I noticed she had a leg brace on with crutches right next to her, which gave me the idea to pursue a conversation and possibly pick her up. I guess having an injured leg doesn't stop you from partying, does it?
Not at all. Especially when I get to spontaneously meet guys like you.
Yo, from your ear that my youth just go on where you go. My girl says spontaneously meet guys like you. She up to something. Either she want to rob him, she has set him up for rob him, or she has set him up for him get takeaway or something. But we see.
Especially when I get to spontaneously meet guys like you.
Oh, what's your name?
You can call me Bunny. That's what my friends call me.
Okay, Bunny. Do you wanna...
Your name, please?
You can call me Zaddy. I mean Bob.
Okay, Bob. Are you looking for a good time?
Hell yeah, girl.
Well, you should come over to my place then.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna show you why my ex used to call me the Punisher. That's when I blink, only to find myself taking a cab on the way to the bunny's house. The car ride was quite the faint memory, as my vision wasn't so vivid from the amount of drinks I had consumed at the bar. I could recall getting out of the cab and observing the rather odd appearance of the bunny's home. I noticed right off the bat that the house was in a secluded area where the forest preserve was. I found it quite sketchy that the windows were boarded up, almost like it was an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere. As we made our way inside, I could recall the house having an unpleasant stench, almost like the house hadn't been cleaned in weeks, or months for that matter. I remember finding myself laying on the bed of what I assumed was the bunny's bedroom. Compared to the rest of the house, the bedroom looked pretty well kept, so if anything was to go down between us, it would make me feel more comfortable, to say the least. That's when I noticed the
Yo! That's why I understand, like, I can't do one night stands. They're so weird. You don't know nothing about the person, but you end up in them bed and you have sex, and it's like the next morning, what? Wanna just turn to each other and say, the sex was great, I have work for go? Like, why not get to know the person first?
it would make me feel more comfortable, to say the least. That's when I noticed the bunny holding a large Bugs Bunny mask while looking at me with an unpropitious smile, almost like she was intentionally trying to creep me out.
Meet Bunny.
Wait, what?
I said, meet Bunny.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Nah. What's up, Doc?
You're starting to creep me out.
Don't be scared, Bob. It's just a mask.
Okay.
Here, why don't you take a nap and wake up in an hour, okay?
I remember closing my eyes and slowly beginning to fade into the realm of darkness, as my intoxicated state had completely shunned my vision. This is when the story gets a little more disturbing. I miraculously awakened from my so-called power nap, only to hear the bunny humming an unsettling melody in the washroom. I also noticed a blinking red dot on the ceiling in front of me. As my eyes slowly began to adjust, I realized that it was a camcorder secretly recording me while I was passed out the entire time. I also noticed the bunny's crutches were on the floor, right next to the entrance of the washroom.
You see? The girl can't walk. I tell you, see that trap? Dog. Him dead. Well, him not dead, can I tell the story, but something bad got happen. I can feel it.
Floor, right next to the entrance of the washroom. I found it was quite strange that she had completely abandoned the crutches, due to the fact that it was used to aid her walking the entire time. As I approached the washroom, I could see the bunny effortlessly standing in front of the mirror, without the leg brace, wearing the same Bugs Bunny mask she had showcased earlier. She also held a huge sledgehammer close to her face, while creepily gazing into the mirror, as if she was admiring her attire. I cautiously made my way outside of the bedroom while making sure I grabbed the camcorder that was just recording me. As I made my way out the front door, I couldn't bother with my shoes, as I felt every second was crucial for my survival. I eventually caught a cab and successfully made it home, miraculously alive and unscathed. I decided to open the camcorder and play back the most recent footage recorded. I could see myself laying on the bed passed out drunk, while the bunny was most likely in the washroom. As I explored more of the footage on the camcorder, I began to notice a similar pattern with several other males being secretly recorded in their sleep. What makes the story more disturbing was the bullet I dodged by leaving the house. I remember seeing the bunny approach each male in a similar fashion, while holding the same sledgehammer and wearing the same Bugs Bunny mask I had seen her wear in our encounter. What she did next to these men was something that made me no longer interested in gore videos, as I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I tell you, say I chop him. She just, like, it never made no sense. She just sit down on the sidewalk just to meet him. and then be like, you want to come back to my place? No. Even the stripper them in the club do that. So why a girl out the road a go do that? And yeah, buy the merch. Alright, so the last story where we're going to react to for the day, well, it's not a story, it's a short film. It named Feed. It is presented by Crypt TV. Link and everything will be in the description. You see me? Let's get into the video.
Hello? Is anyone home? What, Brad? Brad?
Sorry, I was walking up the stairs. What's your flavor again? I see pistachio.
Did you and Lisa install some kind of like sex cam in our living room?
Not in the living room. Can you ask what she wants?
She's not home yet. You can do whatever you want in your bedroom, but like in the living room, if...
Whoa. Hello? I can hear. Oh.
Brad?
Yo, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. I'm never scared. What you talking about? I'm never scared, brother. It's just reflex, you know? Reflex. Easy in the dark, yo, Bill, I'm never scared. Dog.
Hello? Lisa?
Yo! Our friend dating in the corner. That's a bit mad. Ice cream! Whoa, jeez! Yo, with a bum buck. Yo. Yo, dog. Dog, I feel like I just leave. Like, I just feel like I done. I just feel like I leave, brother. Yo, what kind of style that, Bridging? I narrate him just do a while ago. I feel embarrassed, bro. I never jump, reflex. Ice cream! Whoa, jeez!
I saw something.
Whoa, Naomi,
I think there might be something
I
in the
can't
house.
understand
Listen to
you.
me. I
Slow
think it might be
down.
that.
No. Oh, them for done this shit. Oh, them for done it like that. Well, them dead. That is the only explanation. Them dead. Oh man, but they will want to see what got me, you know. But more likely, them dead. That's just it. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I kinda want like get back more consistent, but I have school, CXC and etc. So me have to up my game and me have to study a lot and a heap of work and them thing there. So I can put out videos like when I get the time and only when I get the time. Comment which other video you want me react to. And it's been a Wednesday Power and I say it in for a video. Farewell.